Hello, everybody, and welcome to OHS Farmcast. It's one of your favorite RPers, John Johnson.
And I'm Levi. And it's a little bit of a different look this week. Obviously, you guys are probably used to seeing kind
Us
of the
in the
gaming,
world.
the gaming stuff, but this is us in person, just kind of talking about the differences between FS22 and 25, and then some more real life personal stuff towards the ending. If you guys get bored, you guys can click off. You don't have to pay attention to my life, but
It's my life,
oh.
and it's now whatever.
But I think John's mainly going to be the guy talking about it, and we're kind of expand because he's got the computer.
Because I'm too smart.
Yeah, John's just a nerd, He notices all the differences.
I'm going to touch you now. All right. All right, guys. So kind of the major differences that you're going to find between FS25 and 22, mostly I'm going to say is going to be the graphics, of course. FS25 did upgrade to the Giants Engine 10 from Giants Engine 9. We went up another number. That must mean better. Better in a sense.
Let me pause here. I think we're not quite saying the new game with the proper name. I'm pretty sure it's Fog Simulator 25 or something along those lines, actually.
It is, because that is really the only major difference in the graphics engine is the fact that they added distance fog.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it does look good. Actually, funny enough, I took some screenshots while I was just playing around, and I'll show them up here.
Oh.
And they are... the game is beautiful, but yeah, they just kind of added fog. They enhanced their shadows a little bit.
I don't notice that as much as I feel like I noticed it in like the trailers in a way. Like you don't really see the shadows that much, in my opinion.
Dynamic weather effects is another big one. So they added obviously like more accurate rain effects.
Yep.
Too as well, they did put a little bit better transitions between weather states, but let's be honest, you have to be playing for a long time to really notice that. And they did also add the like natural disasters, but we're still yet to see one.
We're still yet to experience a natural disaster.
We almost, in our RP world, we're up to almost a year now. Through almost a full year.
Yeah. So, but when it comes to the weather side of things, I do enjoy the fact that you can see like the water droplets. As Mason, I think, commented on one of our live streams that we do, we've kind of gotten a little lazy on the live streams. We've been busy with life, and but I think that was the second live stream. He kind of pointed out the fact that you can see the rain droplets on the tractors and the vehicles a lot more in FS25 compared to FS22, which is a small detail, but it looks nice.
And then they did also add ground deformation to a big one. That was another big one that they did. The fact that like the ground will deform based off like tires, weight, stuff like that. Again, another thing you don't notice too often, but it's there.
Yeah, I do enjoy that. I feel like I notice it more because typically I'm the guy in like the green cart, so I'm kind of just messing around and I can see the lines of like the combine and the truck and all that stuff. So I feel like I notice it a bit more when it comes to in the fields.
And then the biggest lie, I think, is the fact that they say that they optimize performance. I don't believe it. Farming Simulator just has this really, like, I think they would benefit so much from, like, a Vulkan-based engine compared to DirectX 12. Something that can do shader pre-caching because, oh, my Lord.
Yep.
As soon as you have to load something in the game, it stutters so bad. And even if you have... I have a PC now, nice computer that I use to play, and that thing, I mean, it still rips like 100 FPS on ultra, but it still stutters, which is annoying.
Yeah, at least I can play single player on my own this time around. You guys don't know this necessarily, but in FS22, the only reason I could actually play was if John was playing, essentially. So I mean, I could play. However, if I try to load back into that game, it would never let me back in. Went through the files. I tried everything I could. I've looked up everything. I even contacted Giant Software, and they never even helped me out.
Sounds about right. I mean, you got to remember they are based in Europe, so
Yeah, it was a really frustrating process, and at least FS25 is a little bit better in that aspect.
All right, I think it's time to stop yapping about the new graphics. I mean, they are beautiful, but I think another important thing is going to be gameplay and the different mechanics that they added. So you got a couple new crops in Farming Simulator 25 over 22. You have rice, spinach as your two big main new crops. That was kind of included with the fact that you could flood fields and stuff like that. Because of flooding fields, you also have water buffalo and goats too as well for your different animals.
Yeah, I'm not a person that wants to indulge in the rice and flooding fields. It's not my it doesn't float my boat. It's not my type.
Yeah, too as well. They obviously did add GPS system in, and also because of that they have improved AI. We don't really use the AI workers at all, but the guidance steering system is definitely very nice. Use that in our live streams, not in our RP series, because in RP we're poor. Okay, we can't afford GPS, but
we have it in the case, Puma, but not everything else. To be honest with you, the new combine, I suppose, will have it, but yeah, I love the new AI stuff, the new guidance steering. Obviously, that's something that wasn't in FS22 unless you had the mod.
Yeah,
and the mod was computer only, so I think that's very, very good detail that they added.
Too as well, UI has indeed been refined. They had switched it. I'll put a side-by-side comparison up here, but as you can see, different UI. Personally, I'm going to say this. There's a couple definitely interesting features in the UI that...
Let me start. We're going to do a quiz here.
Levi's a true...
We're going to do a quiz for the people who have played FS25 or haven't played FS25. How do you sell a vehicle in FS25? And it's something that, John and I can't even figure out half the time. The question was, how do you sell vehicles in FS25? And that...
Well, it's another quiz popping up.
If you
chose answer D, go through 15 million different UI pages, you are correct.
You have to go through, I think it's on the finance page under vehicles.
I mean, it makes sense, but still, it's
okay, but
added nonsense.
The finance page under vehicles, but yet everything is under vehicles. So if you want to sell just a trailer, it's under the vehicles tab.
Yeah, and then you have to go go through all the little photos.
Yeah.
But too as well, I know they did add this at the end of FS22, but now it's a core feature, the construction feature.
Yep.
We don't really use that.
Maybe in a future RP, you never know.
Maybe in future, but we don't really do that. They did also add a couple more selling goods, obviously, have more markets that you can engage with, but I mean, you should expect that. It's a new farming simulator. Obviously, for the new maps, we have the one that we're on, Riverbend Springs. That's one of the giant river. You can take a ferry across it if you want to, which is something we should do that for the RP at some point.
Yeah.
You have the East Asia map. Oh gosh. I'm sorry for this terrible pronunciation, but I'm going to guess Hutan Patai. Yep.
Hutan Putai?
Poutine. Yep.
I can't. We're not experts here. We're just saying our opinion. But
and then they're actually, funny enough, they only made 2 new ones. The other one is a returning map from FS22.
Interesting.
So that's the Central Europe. That's actually from the Platinum Premium expansion of FS22.
See, the thing that kind of annoys me is why can't FS25 allow consoles to have just bigger fields, bigger maps in general? I mean, I think that's a big positive of playing on PC, is you just have that ability to play with bigger fields. Our live stream, we have a map that's a 4x map, so basically 4 times the size of your standard size map, and the fields are a lot more just, obviously not fully realistic, but they're just a lot better in terms of live stream style.
I think it just comes down to obviously the requirements that they have to fit for them to work on console.
Yeah.
All right, and obviously these are just a couple of little points, but it's still worth. They did redo a couple of sound designs, so engines and stuff like that, animals. And I will admit, like the sound is definitely better, I believe, between FS22 and 25. And then also too as well, there's supposed to be smoother ground textures from FS25, so a little bit smoother in transition between like high and low. And I mean, you can see that there's a lot more verticality to the maps than there was in 22. And especially 22. Oh man, the default maps in 22 honestly sucked. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, Riverbed, really good map for a default one that comes with the game. And then more NPCs, which is definitely true. There's a lot more people walking around on the maps.
Yeah, they really
And
tried
a lot more
with that.
drivers too as well. Like you have school buses, you have delivery vehicles constantly going by. And I mean constant.
You follow a school bus, it brings you to like a bar. Kind of weird, you know. Look back into the RP series for that one. But they tried with the AI stuff when it comes to like that interactive AI. I can't remember necessarily how it works. Like there's just a person posted up and you have a conversation with them. I really think that's useless and people just want them like
I tried that in
off
the
the map, but
if you did the demo for the game,
yeah.
you have one of those experiences where you end up talking with, I think it's their grandpa, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but what if somebody wants to get rid of that person? They can't do that if they purchase that plot of land, which is the annoying part.
Guns.
Wait, what?
Always the answer.
Okay. Moo! It's time to talk about typical podcast stuff in a way. You know, life. What's going on around the world.
going to talk about life and glory for the queen.
I've been struggling lately. No, I'm just joking, guys. I'm going to Hawaii here soon. Actually, T minus.
Wow, he's really cooking, guys.
T minus like 30 some hours probably at the time we're filming this. I'll be in Hawaii by the time this is posted. And leaving Thursday, coming back in like 10 days essentially.
Okay.
So it's going to be a long time. And we're probably not going to have anything post next week unless John gets his review done.
Guys, I cooked up a beautiful review, and I actually can't even say anything now because I actually do have everything that I need to make the video. But, it's a lot of work, and
it'll take you 20
I'm playing
minutes.
Subnautica Below Zero right now, and...
Yeah, I understand. Games come before work, in a way.
Yeah, you heard it here, folks. I'm employed. Actually, technically, we are. Ophir Media Group.
Yep.
Check it out online. We have a website. It's not complete. Still has stock images. Doesn't even have images and something. So.
That's besides the point, though. John will post a link right here. Nah, I'm just joking. He probably won't, but that's besides the point.
I'm also, if I'm really bored, I might make a company portal.
Wow.
Where we can access all of our server resources.
John loves to do the tech stuff. He's more of a tech guy. I'm kind of the sport game.
Yeah, here's another
type of
picture.
Person.
If you want to take a look at my rack.
John's got racks.
Yeah, new server rack, folks.
Yep, John's got a server rack. But we're going to have to do an updated tour of the podcast room.
Yeah,
we haven't
definitely.
done that.
Well, we'll do it once everything gets figured out in here.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. We're getting there. Slowly but surely it gets better. The server's no longer on top of the fridge.
Yeah. We used to have the server on top of the fridge and then the computer or like the monitor on top of the server.
Yep.
Because that makes a lot of sense.
It does.
But now we're starting to vibe a little bit in here, spending more money each and every week. Well, John is mostly. But that's John's thing.
Poor.
Something like that.
Nah, it's just, Levi, we made an agreement. So we try to be equal. We practice
communism.
Podcast room communism. And Levi, he's going to start pitching in soon with some decorations. That's Levi's thing. He's going to pitch in some decorations, maybe finally some foam.
Maybe some decorations from Hawaii.
That would be
hilarious.
Some foam panels. I would say if we could get another load of those, that would be nice. Because I will figure out a better way to mount them, and I do want to actually bring it to over here. Then the room would look complete.
Yeah,
because then we would have decorations all here, and then we would have our foam panels all the way around.
This is like, we're not really giving them much. It's like listening on a radio channel right now because you guys can't really see much, but
we're being visionaries.
yeah, there's we have a foam panel wall right over there, and let's just say there's some foam panels that may or may not have. We can nor confirm nor deny fallen off the wall.
I'm surprised half of those corner ones are still on. They look
they're
like
all
they all
still
want
on.
to jump off.
They're all still on.
Yep.
But let's get back to the topic at hand. Hawaii. Completely forgot about that. So basically, I'm gonna go to Hawaii for my mom's 50th birthday, essentially, and it's like my senior trip. Obviously, I'm a senior in high school, and John's not going on a senior trip.
Yeah, my parents.
He doesn't feel like it.
They offered me. We were gonna go to Germany, but I made the very smart decision and decided to take money instead.
I didn't have the choice, but Hawaii's still gonna be cool. I'm excited to go, and Maui. We're going to be there for, I believe, 4 days or 5 days, and then Kauai after that.
What's the big island again, the biggest? That's
Oahu, I'd assume.
Oh.
Is my guess. John's going to verify that.
Yeah, I got to verify.
But, yeah, it's going to be fun getting the warm weather because we live in North Dakota. And, it wasn't too bad today, about 34, 35 degrees, maybe up to 40. And but most of the time we're looking around 0 degrees.
It's Hawaii.
What do you mean?
That's the island.
Oahu?
Nope.
Hawaii is the whole thing, John.
Yeah, no. Hawaii is the big island.
What's it spelled like?
Hawai, I. And its nickname is the Big Island. And then you have Maui, and then you have Oahu, and then you have starts with a K.
Kauai. That's where I'm going.
Kauai.
Huh. I guess I didn't know that.
Yep. Oahu, that is...
Fun fact of the day, folks.
600 square miles. Maui is 730 square miles. Kauai is 550 square miles. Hawaii is 4,000 square miles.
Oh, my gosh.
The Big Island.
Interesting. That is a big island.
Yeah, they literally... They literally gave
Some might
up.
say that island's massive.
It's
And you know what else is massive?
All right, Levi, I have a very important question at hand. Do we have any planned eating spots? Okay, that's the most important thing. Or are we just going at the seat of our pants?
I am not actually sure, to be honest with you. To be honest, I just found out the flight plan 2 days ago.
Sounds about right.
I was going in blind because honestly, I want to go there and just be shocked and amazed, to be honest. I don't want to have high expectations or something like that. I don't want to do much research. I just kind of want to go and just see what happens, to be honest. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of seafood, obviously. Probably going to find some spots along the ocean is my assumption. I mean, that's your typical spots to hang out.
What Levi meant to say is that he's going to go to Hawaii and then he's going to go eat at McDonald's.
There is a McDonald's there.
Yep.
So I'm actually tempted to go there because if you think about it, McDonald's, like they can have different things on their menu.
They actually probably will have different things.
So
there.
I'm very curious to see if there's a big difference.
They might. Wait, I think they have like a pineapple burger there, if I'm correct.
Gotta try it, man. Once in a lifetime.
Exactly. Gotta go to McDonald's. Most important stuff.
But speaking of that flight plan, flight takes off at like 5 a.m.
I was about to say, did you guys get like a really cheap flight where it's like a bunch of layovers and stuff like that?
Let me explain here.
That's
5
yes.
a.m. 5 a.m. is when we take off from Fargo. So luckily, so we purposely do that though. So we start at Fargo, then go to Minneapolis instead of driving. We used to drive there, and it's just such a long time, 4-hour drive, and it costs a lot of gas money anyways. And we don't have a lot of gas money. Okay, and so we're going from Fargo to Minneapolis.
Okay,
so about 5 a.m. to 6, something like that. And then we have like a 2-hour layover, which I don't mind at all in the morning because then you get the breakfast and you have time to just recoup, maybe even shop a little bit.
Does your dad have like one of those like fly cards where you guys get access to like the special lounges at all?
No, I don't think so.
I would have known because maybe with your dad's gym, he might have like an Amex or something that has like.
Yeah. So after that flight, we're leaving at about 8:40. And we're going to, so you guys can come and do a meet and greet. No, I'm just kidding. It'll be after anyways.
Nordstrom meet and greet.
Yeah. We'll go. Then we're going from Minneapolis to, I believe, Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
And then from there, we're going to Hawaii. So that's going to be like a 6.5 hour flight from Washington to Hawaii. But Minneapolis to Seattle is only like 2.5 or 2 hours or something like that. So I don't mind it. Some people go straight from Minneapolis to Hawaii, which is obviously nice, not having to deal with layovers and the stress of,
Making it to your next
making
gate.
it to the next flight, essentially. Because we've had issues the last 2 times. I mean, it's been
Yep,
close
I think
calls.
my parents said when they went on their Jamaica trip that I forget where along the trip they had to like book it to the next gate because they were just about to leave.
I'm not
Like,
even
full-on
joking.
Sprint.
I'm not even joking. 2 years ago, we went to South Padre Island, Texas.
Yep.
And we flew into Houston, and that was totally fine. On the way back, though, from Houston to, I can't remember. We went to this, we weren't going, I think we went to like Atlanta or something crazy. To be honest, I didn't have enough time to think because it took us so long to get from that Atlanta flight to Minneapolis. So essentially went from Texas to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
However, there's like a delay on the Texas flight. So we made it on the Atlanta flight barely because I think that one got delayed. Then from Atlanta to Minneapolis. And the only reason we made it was because the Minneapolis flight to Fargo got delayed twice, essentially. So we weren't going to make it home. And it was my dad and I, because there was only 2 seats left on this like Atlanta plane, because they had to like switch the plane we were going on to make it to Minneapolis. So my sister and my mom went on that one. And I was totally prepared to like stay the night with my dad in like Minneapolis. So that was crazy managing to make it back. But yeah, we've probably gained a few gray hairs
Travel.
doing that stuff.
I don't get why people want to do it.
I
I'll be
love
honest.
traveling though, but because I mean, it gives you a chance to just experience more tropical stuff, in my opinion. I don't really think traveling is really worth it when it comes to anything else.
Just be here in the summer.
Outside of the tropics.
It's as tropical as you want it to be. 100-degree days out in little old North Dakota just because.
But I do eventually want to go to Washington, D.C. I feel like it'd be cool to like do the tour of the museum.
Levi
and
took
stuff.
AP Gov and now he wants to go to
Yep.
go to Washington D.C.
Yeah. Well, actually, historically, according to AP U.S. History and AP Gov, I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna go there eventually.
Yeah, you want to know if you look at my timeline for like the last just 4 years, it's been North Dakota, Minnesota. That's it.
Wow. Mine has been like.
Am I upset about that? No.
Mine's been North Dakota, Minnesota, Florida. Actually, I don't know if I went to Florida in the last 3 years, I suppose. Last time I went was like before COVID, I guess, 2019. That was crazy. But I went to Texas, Tennessee.
I hate to be that guy, but if I'm traveling, it has to be full experience, okay? Like I wouldn't want to cheap out on the flights. I'd want to fly first class to wherever we're going, because I think that's one thing, honestly. Like in a point of my life, I was into like planes, aviation, and stuff like that. Not saying I'm not, but I'm still into that stuff, but not as much. Like me and Levi used to play Flight Simulator.
That was fun, yeah.
It was fun. I just wish the multiplayer was a little bit better instead of using a third-party app. But what was it? We did actually one successful flight. I think we went. Didn't we go from?
Probably Fargo to Minneapolis.
I think we did go a Fargo to Minneapolis run.
Because the thing with Flight
Or
Simulator
I think it was
is
either Fargo to Chicago. I think we might have went
Yeah.
to Chicago.
You know
yeah,
what, you're
we
right.
went to O'Hare.
Yeah. So essentially, the big thing with Flight Simulator is like full
It's real
experience. Like it's real time. You can land at all of these airports, and I mean, I love that game. It's just like you said, the multiplayer is just a little bit confusing and dumb.
Yeah, what was it? I think it was. I recently went through my file. I think it's like Flight Control or something like that was the third-party app. But
Yeah. If they can fix that, then I would love to play more.
yeah, I think the most fun thing for me would be like a flight like that in first class. I think that would be fun. But other than that, yeah, I just feel like hotel would have to be really nice too.
Hotel Trivago?
Because yeah, you're gonna be out doing things, but still at the end of the day, you want your hotel to be nice too.
God, you got to go with like an Embassy Suites if you want a hotel. I'm telling you guys, not a sponsor, but they have the nicest hotel. They have a happy hour. They
Stay
have
at Trump Tower.
breakfast, like continental breakfast, but it's amazing. And they had a pool. And honestly, one of my favorite things is on the inside, it's like very nicely decorated. There's like one where like there's like a jungle theme.
What hotel are we staying at in Huiwi?
We are not staying at a hotel. We're staying on the streets. No, we're gonna be at a Verbo.
Oh,
VRBO.
you're doing one of those where it's like a timeshare.
right on the beach though, I think.
So it's like you're renting out a house for a little bit.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice, so should be good. But obviously, we're going to 2 islands, so
True.
we gotta rent out 2 Verbos, 2 rental cars.
Make
And
sure
we have the plane
make
ride.
sure to look out for the hidden cameras and the verbos. Trying to catch you in the act.
Whoa, to catch a predator? Should I do a vlog?
Oh my god.
Do a vlog if I see something.
Yep.
What's up, YouTube?
You want to know what? You should do a vlog because that would be an awesome post. Just
It
take,
would be.
I mean, just take video clips over your time there, and then we can just throw them all together. You knew iPhone has more storage
I
space,
do.
right? So you
How
would
much
have
storage do
room.
I got here?
Yeah, you'd have room for that easily. Heck, even if you wanted to, you could hand it over to me, and I could edit that. Take it off your plate.
I'd say if
some
you
good
edit
content.
it, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll edit it. I need you to do this because this would be a fire to have a Levi vlog vacation.
This could be something, people.
This could be a good Levi. I'm telling you, this could be a big video. I know we say that with a lot of our videos, but that could be a big
I'm not
video.
gonna lie. The last week's video, you guys hear the behind the scenes stuff. At least I was expecting like minimum, like 1,000 views. To be honest with you,
We expect
the tractor, the hitch bringing up the tractor one. I just think the video was just so funny because everything that could go wrong went wrong. Essentially on the game side of things.
Yeah.
So I thought it was
a bad one.
hilarious. It ended up working out really well, but people don't want to click on it, I guess. But yeah, I have like 60 gigabytes of storage left.
Oh, you have the
66.
world to use.
Yeah, I just can't forget to do like the plane stuff,
Yep.
because that's a big thing.
Got to do the plane
And the takeoffs,
and the takeoffs, landings. Yep. Everything. I'll remind you.
I'll do it. I just got to think about how I'm just gonna have to use my phone, and hopefully the audio is good. It should be fine.
Should be fine. I can always do some AI enhancement too after the fact. I should send you with the giant shotgun mic and you just carry that around.
Yeah, that would be something. I would love to do it, but I don't want to have the all that expensive equipment and lose it or something.
Yep, phone will work fine. We will cook with a phone vlog.
Should be fine, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, you can just put time-lapse music behind anyways.
Exactly.
So I'm going to let John cook on this one because that would take me like forever.
Yep. Yep.
And I got to catch up with schoolwork anyways, so.
Yep. You make the vlog. I'll post a vlog. And then
Alright.
hopefully when you're gone, I will probably try to get off my ass and finish that review video. And that's another one that I want it to be good, so I want it to take time. But, then me wanting to take time, I have to be in the right mood to edit. I'm going to be honest. I have to be in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm in the mood, I get stuff done. Like, I can edit for 6 hours straight if I wanted to. I just need to be in the mood for it.
What is the next step of the operation?
Yeah, and luckily I am the editor when it comes to FS25 content, and I actually like look forward to it sometimes, to be honest. Like if I know it's going to be a hilarious edit, it makes it way more fun to me.
Yep, now I'm starting to add questions in during the edit for Levi to answer, so it's great.
Yeah. You guys don't get to see that part because I cut it out.
But folks, you want to know what? Thank you for joining us on our return back to a little bit more conversation style. The good old days of some podcasting, but
We'll try to bring some more podcasts back every once in a while here. Try to get a little more consistent.
yep, as always, upload schedule past this will hopefully have a video next week Friday. No guarantees. Hopefully, but no guarantees. Did I say no guarantees?
And vlog.
a vlog afterwards. Look forward to that. That's going to be a big one. And then you'll be able to see Levi in his true aloha. Or whatever it is when they dance.
I'll try to get a recording of me dancing at the luau. It's going to be hilarious, man.
But thank you guys for joining us. This has been a OHS Farmcast, and we will see you guys in the next one. Be whoop.
Oh, shit. Hey, guys.
Welcome, ladies with gentle hands.
John's going for the...
Yeah, I've been sniffling.
John's
all
going
day.
for the
I've been sniffling.
first down.
Hold up.